Did he mute his mic on purpose?
Yeah, I don't like the first sounds to be the sound of me clicking around. I don't know why. Oh yeah, to the other Discord. Bonk! Alright.
Also, hello.
Ah! Oh.
Hello everyone! Today is going to be you know? That's it.
Yeah,
Yep.
of course.
Yep. What can I say?
Except-
Remember, people, call 666 to get your Barbarossa deal. 3 different kinds of toxic fumes against the Geneva Convention on sale.
You could also not do that, which is what we recommend, in fact.
Fair enough, our classic deals on orphans are still available.
You could also not do that instead. Okay. So let's go ahead and see if I can pop out chat. Let's see if I can get the chat working properly on the stream on OBS, because every single time I go live it wants me to do this all over again. Blink.
YouTube is not very convenient.
Chat, and then boom, and then okay, and then I'm gonna say welcome. Does it appear? God, I hope so. It would be quite unfortunate if it did not appear. Sincerely, very much. Ah, there it is. Nice.
Oh yeah.
I remember people.
Remember,
No,
people.
nothing really. They just remember something.
Oh.
You're gonna suffer from it regardless, so I don't really need to testify anymore. That's just how it is.
I have an idea for what you had in mind. But
So, session 0. So we're playing D&D, right? And right now we're going to be discussing the characters. We're going to be discussing the like the world, the setting. I'm going to be showing that stuff to the world, kind of like explaining what's going on. I'm going to give a recap of everything that has happened in the past, which is just there's been one campaign that has happened, and I'm just going to give everything you need to know about that in the span of like a 2-minute tangent, because it's not a lot of it is just like memes, fucking nothing too crazy that is relevant to this campaign. And then we'll also be talking about the characters, who they're going to be playing. We're going to elaborate that in whatever way that we feel like we want to. This is going to be the set like starter episode for an entire campaign. And next either Saturday or Sunday, normally on Saturdays, but either Saturday or Sunday, we're going to be holding the next episode, or the first episode, where we actually properly play it. So, I need to get this right here. Oh god, okay, you can...
oh gosh.
Oh gosh, oh golly.
Goodness.
Let's remove that. No. Alright, let's just leave that right there for now. Let's not deal with that. Okay. Welcome. Yes. Okay, so first and foremost, I would like to capture a couple of different things. To be precise, I would like to capture
Like
a
Pokemon?
exactly.
I was gonna say that ass, but
Different things people want to capture, I suppose.
Different priorities, I guess.
thinking over my old and new manga options I have right now.
Let's
There's
go
a
ahead
lot of it.
and load this blasphemous map. Okay, sweet. Now let's make sure. I'm gonna show OBS. I need you to recognize something for me. Display capture. Add existing.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
God damn it.
What's the problem?
That is the right noise, yes.
What was that?
Sorry. Why it's not working? Why Alt C is not working?
Alt C. What does that?
Hold on. I. Okay. I'm just gonna type it. It's fine.
You seem a little bit distressed, Dag. You wish to talk about it?
Yes. Oh.
I didn't
On
think
the
she'd,
wrong people.
I didn't think she would say that.
Oh, really?
I'm kidding. No. So, let's go ahead and.
It's more like I was also looking for a model for the character I have, and I found the funniest model, but ironic enough, it's the one that fits the best.
That's the best.
It just has a thumbs up. Doesn't even have any weapons, but it's the one that fits the best.
By the way, Hunter07 says hello.
Ah,
Hello.
Hello,
Welcome, dude.
7.
Just as well as I do.
Okay, so
Can you repeat the name?
okay, Hunt3R_07. I think that's very funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking funny. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share a specific screen. I'm gonna share this screen, and we're gonna go ahead and start with a session 0. First and foremost, we don't need the nice cozy fucking jazz. We need horror ambience and whatnot.
We can see all of your shortcuts. You have Duolingo.
you're pointing it out, which is making it even better.
I know. I'm like this Duolingo bird.
Yes, you can see my shortcuts. I don't mind. In fact, I showed it on stream. It's fine. All you see is YouTube, SoundCloud, Cards Against Humanity. Actually, that's what that one is. Netflix,
Do you have
Twitch.
a SoundCloud?
I used to use SoundCloud back in high school.
Claude.
And yes, in fact, it has 2 random mixes that I threw together.
Wow.
Yep. With that said, so we're in a bit of a situation. Since you guys start in the Atlantic Empire. Now, before we jump into what's going to happen, let's go ahead and run down of everything that has happened in this world that is relevant to the players and the previous campaigns. I'm not going to give you every single bit of detail of history because that's kind of pointless, redundant, and unless it's relevant to what your characters are dealing with or relevant to your character specifically, I won't have to explain it because it's too much information. Right. Now, to premise this, before I jump into this world is inherently a place called Eseruss, containing 2 large continents with lots of political, large political figures that are in constant conflict with one another, in whichever way, shape, or form. With that said, now, there is a slight predicament of the fact that this world is inherently being defined, and it's already for the most part built. A lot of help was granted and offered by the people in the Twitch fucking stream that I do, because this is actually a community built campaign where on Tuesdays and Thursdays I'll stream and build about or make more stuff about the world, and the like, such as encounters, like general lore, fucking whatever the fuck, it really doesn't matter. And the viewer can jump in and say, hey, what about this idea? And I'll be like, okay, because this is the whole point, to just kind of take your ideas and put them into the game. So in other words, the chat is just as much of a DM as the DM himself. With that said, what has happened so far took place. It was a campaign that took place back in the Principality of Rural. Down in the southern area. Specifically, it started off in Roar. A group of 4 adventurers, runaways, and literally the next in line of the entire country, bump into each other in a tavern. And then they were just like, cool, now we're here. And then they ended up being like, alright, let's do something. And then they heard that there was news down in Uxbridge, a small town. That was a bit too far. In Uxbridge, a small town, or not a small town, a dock town that is the furthest south dock town there is on the planet, because this entire country was unexplored territory. And as they explored further down, fighting in countless encounters, they discovered that it is an ancient kingdom ruled by 4 dwarves called Dorenheim. Currently abandoned by every single previous dwarf, all of them migrated through the tunnels of the Underdark or the forests of the surface towards the mountain range north of the Principality of Rara. This is ancient history. Most of it has already been forgotten. Though, pirates seeking refuge away from most threats, whether it be sea creatures or large militaristic figures such as the Phoetonian Empire with guns, or the Kingdom of Etheria with its plethora of magical items, they decided to take refuge in the unknown and unexplored territory, where no one dared to venture. They found themselves creating a civilization. A man called Ivan. Ivan proceeded to create and found a small place, a town called Anguilla. As time progressed, the place proceeded to expand and now is renowned throughout all pirates, knowing that it is a safe place for all pirates to go. The party eventually arrives to this place, a place of peace, though on the border of mass plunder is the word I would use. They take refuge and spend some time as they proceed to slowly find their way and travel down further south to face a entity in which was slowly corrupting the minds of the people down south. With that said, we proceeded to defeat him with with ease for the most part. And after that encounter, the party proceeded to split up. Some returning to the Principality of Varel to take their rightful place as prince. A man called Horace Grigori. A lady called Nisai Athelia proceeded to return back to their homeland to reclaim their lost throne. And now there is a current, I guess, weird disposition between the current king, who is trying to delegate the throne over time to the queen, to return the throne. Since there's a lot of storyline behind that, but the whole point is that there is a queen that is technically queen, but is under the teachings of the previous king. With that said, some of them became adventurers, ventured off into the unknown. And some of them, one of them, returned back to the pirate cove, discovering that they were the son of Yvonne, the founder of Anguilla, to later take the place as the leader of all pirates, Hugo Wolfdew. So there you have it. Those are your three political figures, and one explorer, adventurer that travels unheard of. Last time they were recognized is around this time, and any encounters that they have a tendency of being under the table, without other political or news mediums noticing them. But this takes place 3 years after the events of this lost campaign. Over the span of 2 years, the throne has been delegated slowly and consistently to Hethelia, the most relevant out of all the political events, due to its proximity to the events of this story. For this story takes place in the Atlantic Empire. The Atlantic Empire, right. The Atlantic Empire is now, players, now that I've explained everything that I have explained as of now, that is stuff that is relevant to your previous campaign, previous characters, all that stuff, and where they ended up in the current events of this story. You guys have made new characters, and if not completely fully fledged them out, we can today. I think now is a great time too. So, this story takes place in the Atlantic Empire. Now, the Atlantic Empire used to be a single large continent, or it nearly took over about 60% of the continent, including Kingdom of Malsland. It used to be one place, and eventually was split off between two brothers. So the Kingdom of Malsland took over a large portion of the continent, and the Atlantic Empire was kept by the eldest brother. You all start in a runaway town, quiet, away from everything. The town is called Bleakwatch. Bleakwatch isn't necessarily a crazy, wowee, that's a cool town with giant walls and cities. It's a quiet place. The population consists of approximately 7,000 people. And it's known for the fact that it's never safe at night. People have a tendency of, even in their own homes, keeping watch. The forest is not safe. Whether it be Feywild or Shadowfell, there's always something lurking in the shadows. Those are the ones that have been seen. You all meet before, in the first episode of this campaign, you all meet, or, well, should I say, it will start off whether or not you meet or not. I mean, my question to you guys is, does your party or your characters know each other beforehand? Or do they want to meet for the first time?
I'm pretty sure that my dude has not met any of these people before.
I
I
would
don't
say
think
the
so.
same. It would be very, very difficult for them to have done so.
Alright.
Might, but I don't think so.
My question to you is, there's 3 different places you guys could have met. In a market, buying things. In a tavern, finding rest. Or in an obscure random area in the woods. You all
Okay,
decide.
most likely that one in my case.
Obscure random area in the woods. Maybe some
Yeah.
ruins here
Yeah,
and
quite
there.
literally, that's
For
how
me,
I
it's
even
also-
imagined them meeting me.
Well, we have our tavern scene. Just so happens to be not in a tavern, just so happens to be in some random abandoned area, ruins in the fucking woods, which also happens to be extremely dangerous instead of, the cozy. I said corm. Like,
Cornsy.
I mixed cozy and warm. Alright, the corm
I thought it said corn.
Corn.
cavern. Fuck, dude, I'm having a stroke.
It is stroke time.
Stroke time for stroke. Right. So, with that said, you guys start off a little bit far off away from Bleakwatch, but about an hour's walk away from Bleakwatch. You know that that place is the closest to any semblance of civilization in which is consistently safe, at least not to the point where you're expecting combat in every nook and cranny. But these orange trails normally in the campaign have a semblance of, if you travel through these orange trails, the chances of you finding an encounter or a combat encounter, just in any shape or form, is low. That is always the case. It is a place in which you guys can travel. If you want to travel further away, you can always do it, though it is possible that there will be encounters. I'll still have to roll and all that stuff. If you find yourselves in these thick orange roads, there will be no encounter. It is borderline fast travel. Once you're on the road, you're on the road. Like, you'll be where you want to be. Yeah, there's a time skip and that's about it, because there's nothing that will happen. Now, you guys are already pretty close to one of the roads that lead straight to the capital of 2 different countries and Jur. Now, Jur is relevant for Bear's character. I believe you are an orc?
Yes.
Now, orcs are commonly known from Jur, and they have freedom of passage throughout this continent, with relative strength, depending on the area. So, all of Malsland, you're chill. Nobody's gonna care. Jur is your native country. The Kingdom of Ethelia, if you're north, nobody's gonna really give a shit, but the further south you go, the more like, oh shit, wait, what are you doing here? Ethelia, people will always be terrified of you, even with your badge of passage. In the Atlantic Empire, it depends from place to place. For the most part, it's like medium level of, like, people are gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing here, fucking orc? And then they're gonna be like, oh, you have the badge, oh, I'm sorry, okay, you're good. You know? So that's that. And with that said, would you all like to give an explanation about what kind of characters you've made? If so, would you like to do it in private or in this room? Because we can go to spoiler room and we can talk about each character individually.
Let's see.
Way.
To take it all together. It is a dude that is sad, but at the same time angry and annoyed most of the time. And he has gone quite far away from Jar. As far as he can, really. And he just takes himself where there is work. And he will try to guard people. And whack anyone that tries to stop them.
Whack anyone that tries to stop them?
Well, let's say he goes and there is some dude that needs to transport some goods, and he says, hello. I can help you with that.
I thought you were gonna whack them.
And if anything happens, I will use this greatsword. And that is his proposal, and that has been how he has gotten around until as far away from Jur, preferably as possible.
Cool.
It's a dude who, if anyone had any amount of insight, the one thing you can tell is that he is ashamed.
He's a one.
That is all.
Alright, so he seems ashamed, defensive. So ashamed and defensive, if I understand correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So, in that case, shamed and defensive. Alright. With that said, your class is what exactly?
I get really angry when I get angry, aka the barbarian.
Bernarian. Alright, cool.
Bernarian.
We got a Bernarian over here.
Saint Bernard.
Yes.
Bernard.
I will stop at nothing to kill whatever's in the way.
Burn.
Even if I die in the way of getting that thing killed.
That is valid. Worrisome, but valid. So, let's fucking. I want to hide the icons. Those are icons. Fuck. Shit. Fuck.
And then, okay, so
Okay.
apparently we find I'll call myself Rune. Because that's what he calls himself.
Rude.
Rune. Rune. Like,
Oh,
Like
okay.
rude.
I thought it was like, he calls himself rude. And I was like,
I'm
Jesus.
rude. Are you
And
not
then if
that
you ever
rude?
say with an E, he's gonna be confused and say, there's no E.
Rudy?
It's
Rune.
Oh.
Like run, spelled like run, but run. Rune.
What about how would you say it with an
R-H-U-N. Rune.
R-H-U-N. Rune. Okay, cool.
R?
Runny.
Wait, R-H.
Rune.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Rudy Doody.
Alright, so
He's
we
looking
have...
at you.
Duty.
Very. Rune or nothing.
When I'm gonna say it like that, he's gonna be rude. There you go.
And he doesn't mind, it leans in closer. Rune or nothing.
Just letting you guys know, the biomes you guys are close to is a plethora. You are currently in grasslands, though Bleakwatch is in a forest like patch. Like, there's a specific large amount of forest around Bleakwatch, but like after a couple, like two hours of walking, you will be out of the forest patch.
So
yeah.
I'll just do some flavor for fancies.
Okay.
Rune has probably noticed that people aren't very comfortable with him being around, so he tried his hand at going into the forest and getting something to eat. Still think he's ironic enough, quite used to. And then we find Satan. What's your character?
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, now.
Can I do my... I wanted originally to introduce him with the whole roleplay aspect of it.
Well, you don't have to introduce a lot of it. If you want, you can introduce it just on the stream. You go to spoiler. You can just, for example, describe what it looks like, for example.
I
and then we
I
can...
might as well do that here so everyone gets it.
Right.
I'll send the actual character art to you guys, like in Discord. So
Alright,
join
send
the
it in
Discord
D&D.
if you want to see that.
Join the Discord! Shameless plug! Let's fucking go, boys!
That's what I do. Now where the... Just put it in D&D?
Yeah, just put it in D&D. Or Tales of Eseruss.
Okay. Oh god, let me just add the long-ass name.
Yep. Oh my god, you have a long name. Oh god.
Don't
so
worry.
You have Rune, and
That's
then you have
only-
whatever your character's name's. Poggers.
So anti-this
It's called
establishment
character investment.
You sent in D&D. Oh. Is that a drow?
Yep. You see a You see a pitch black skinned elven figure, pale long white hair, a black ashwood staff. Along the belt you can see at least one, you can see a dagger, and what you might be a rapier on the other side of the belt. He has a small like backpack with just stuff, a rope hanging aside, a few pouches filled with you don't really know what. I look like I've basically been wandering in the woods for months, as I look like I'm wearing traveler clothes of decent quality, but have gone through the ringer.
Mm.
And as I basically walk up the path, it sounds like I just walked up the hill without actually figuring out where the actual road was. That's when I look at you.
So kind of, he seems a little bit lost at the beginning.
More bad pathfinding.
Path. Okay, we're gonna call it that. We're gonna call it that
You have
instead.
dementia?
I don't think it's dementia.
Is he just wandering
What?
in the woods?
Sometimes you get lost. Well,
Have you ever
Do what?
seen a drow before? I asked.
In person?
Has your
Yes.
character seen a
real
drow
life?
before? Because then you're either been in a situation exactly like this, or you've been in the Underdark. That's the only times you find drow.
Right.
Why are you squinting so much?
I think actually, I think
What are you?
fucking how I think you guys can roll a nature check.
Oh,
Are we allowed to use dice because we don't have anywhere to roll?
I'm gonna say yeah, you guys can just roll on like a browser or something like that.
let's see.
Okay, let's see. You said history or nature?
No, nature.
Nature. 14.
14. All right. You
Nature?
know there's multiple kinds of elves. You just have never seen this one. You assume that they're an elf because of the pointy ears.
I get 6.
6. I don't think you can
There's
fail
a-
this one since you're a drow.
There is a
so
kind of
you know
orc
what
in the
drows are.
Underdark. Just for reference, there is a type of orc in the Underdark, but they're typically known for always walking around in plate mail, and they're pretty much albino. Or at the very least, they're very pale gray in their skin tone.
Right.
We're slightly confused about each other, but I guess.
Yeah,
No.
you both look like an sort of weird imitation or parody of what we normally see.
Mm.
So I just assume we both at the same time just end up saying, "What are you?"
Jesus, what the fuck's this one? All right. Wait, why are you?
And then
In that case, let's go for Nisai, or not in this case,
Huh?
not Nisai.
Yeah.
Lisa is a legendary, almost queen.
Oh, what should we?
What the frick?
Yeah. She's soon to take the throne. Wait. So Darius the second. Tell.
Yes,
Lena
his
or
name yet,
something.
so I won't be so you can just ignore that for now.
Okay, so might change his name.
Oh no, he doesn't go by that name to anyone else up on the surface. I
okay.
just added his character's actual name for future purposes.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to get used to, because I don't want to call you Horse, I don't want to call you Hugi Boy, don't want to call you Nisa, I don't want to call you Ayla.
Call me
So do-
Nakari. Let's call
Nakari?
my character Nakari.
Nakari? What should I call? Just Rune?
Rune.
Rune. Alright, Dag.
Yeah, okay. So my character, she is she goes okay. So her full name is, I'm gonna say only the name because she has also a surname, but I didn't go, like, I don't know yet what it's gonna be. So her full first name it's Shinella, but she goes by Shin. Or Shin, yeah. And she is a very curious young lady. She's a halfling, and yeah, and she has a small detective patrol, but it's only her. Like, it's like she created it. She has her own little group where it consists of nobody. She's like a small detective in her town, but like not like an actual detective. She more likely she call herself a detective. And she is in a forest to look for what's going on in there. More likely.
Well, there's gonna be runes, so, you know, investigating runes seems like something your character would do. My question to you is, what class is this character?
She is a peace cleric.
Please, cleric. What kind of weapons does she use?
I don't know yet.
Is she more melee combat or a staff holder?
Probably staff holder.
Okay.
But I don't know yet. Do
Okay.
you need this information now?
No, I'm just kind of getting it kind of sorted
Okay.
for a thing.
I will tell you today or tomorrow probably. Like,
Alright.
if you really need it, but
I mean,
if you
like,
don't, then
okay, hold on. Let me see if I can share what I'm talking about. So, you know, as to what I'm thinking about. So let me share my screen real quick. Make sure I share the right thing. Swap out. Change windows. Entire screen. You guys can see my entire screen. Cool. Okay. So these are some of the options you can use. These are like halfling models in Tailspire. Let me fucking have to turn that off. Okay.
Probably. Yeah, probably the staff one.
The staff one? Okay.
Yeah, the staff one.
This is Hugh Bears Ruins.
I have another suggestion.
Which
that
one?
also has a dagger.
Which other suggestion? This one?
That one.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Whoa.
Alright.
Slightly more spooky, so it fits a bit better.
Very large figure. And then we have the final one. Then I'm gonna have a question for all four of you, but first we're gonna go ahead and introduce your. So we got investigator, cleric, the fucking half orc barbarian of shame, and drow dude. Wizard. You're a fucking wizard.
Yep.
Harry,
You're a
A
wizard?
wizard that looks like
You're
it's a
wizard,
duelist.
Darius.
you look like a what?
Yeah, I look entirely like a duelist when you look at me.
Huh.
Like I literally, when you look at
It
that image
fits.
there, you do not think that I'm a mage, but I'm a full caster.
Okay, full caster. So we
Yeah,
got the
I just look
Portuguese-
like. Yeah, I'm literally walking around with a parrying dagger and a rapier.
Which is ironically very similar to what you have on the stream.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty cool. What do you think about this model? Is it a good model?
Yeah, it works. It works fine.
Alright, cool. Alright, in that case, then we have the final one. Let's go ahead. Bela. Or in this case,
What? What's
Shadow.
Shadow.
what's the name?
I
What's it?
believe your name is.
What is
I don't know your name actually. What is your name?
It's Oak,
Oak.
but it's
Oak.
spelled okay. Sorry. That's funny.
Why?
Cause
I'm
it's funny.
okay. What? I'm okay. What? So we have rude and okay. Okay.
I just look at you.
What does your
Rude
character
okay?
look like?
Oh, okay, rude. you say that and everyone's going, what? What did he say?
Ciao, Tomate. Alright,
Shadow.
Shadow. What does your character look like?
At the moment.
I'd say the blonde elf with the staff would probably be most
Oh my God.
similar.
Cool.
Blue. Bug chin.
Pog, 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 pog. Alright. In that case, I'm gonna show the chat what I'm looking at. Don't show Risk of Rain. I'm not looking at Risk of Rain. I'm looking at something else. Okay. And then, so this is what the characters look like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just quickly make unique. What did you say? I fucking didn't hear it.
Kill.
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 Because you were just like.
Well, I mean, Dag said kill.
Alright, yeah, alright, so let's go and check out, let's go to, what's a world that would fit the aesthetic of this place? Let's go to scroll attack. Alright, that's just a random placeholder world as of now. Let's go ahead and change the lighting to nighttime. Perfect. Alright, now I just wanna see what your characters kind of look like roaming around the speed of sound. Dark elf warrior. Half orc warrior. Halfling spellcaster. Elf spellcaster. Alright,
Wow.
there you have it. This is the party. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like this. This is a cool party dynamic.
I hope so.
What's so there's oak, rune, shin, and what was Satan?
Hmm?
Remind
Nakari.
Me Nakari.
That's what he
Nakari.
introduced himself as.
Nakari. How do you spell it? Like that?
I'll just
An
send it to
A,
you.
an E.
There.
It's Nakari. Okay. Nah, fuck. Alright,
Caddy.
Is it with a Y or an I? It's a Y. Nakari. Alright. Then there's Shin. How do you spell it?
Dag is.
Yeah.
Oh, Dag is not muted.
Is it Shinra? Did you call it? Did you call it
It's-
Shinra?
It's no Shinabel.
Shin.
No, Shinella. Sorry, Shinella.
Shin.
Like a bacteria.
Like that? Is this
Yeah.
how you spell it?
Yeah.
You say that as if I know of bacteria.
It's an actual bacteria.
Well, ironic enough, I know of a few, but not that many.
Wait, which bacteria?
No, it's Shinella zoo something from a family of bacteria with names on the family which starts with R. I was just googling it because I was like, is anything
You're
named
not carrying
Shinella?
anything down here.
Okay, I can Google it. I just
Okay, so-
remember that.
Either you go to fantasyname.generator.org or you look up random diseases or you check the IKEA calendar.
Oh, I should probably mention, Dag. Your character in the campaign caused the most damage after the last 2 weeks in the game than anyone else. Your efforts
This
alone.
is a completely different campaign.
Yes. My primary campaign.
What?
Venti managed to cause multiple epidemics within one of the great noble houses. 15% of the entire household is dead. Mostly
so-
slaves, still.
I'm so proud of my character.
Yes, Papa Nurgle was very happy. You got a lot of headband.
I'm so happy. And also, Shinella is a genus of bacteria from the family of Rhizobiaceae. Biacea. There you go.
Wait, isn't that a stomach bacteria?
No. No.
Yes,
it's
but actually, no.
subgroups that enhance and hydrate plant development. There you go.
I
The
would
more
like-
you know.
I would like
Context.
to mention.
Beautiful. We're on a D&D stream.
we are in the D&D. You guys are not off topic, so that's fine. My question then becomes, well, like, not question. It's more of a clarification. You guys are close to many different areas, meaning when it gets like late, I'm gonna roll a d4. Spring being 1, summer 2, fall 3, winter 4. And I'm gonna roll that on
Steam.
No, I'm gonna roll on Steam. I'm gonna roll on Tailspire.
We're gonna go into Tailspire, by the way.
No, for this session. So you don't have to launch it. So, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly add this, and I'm gonna roll to see what season it is. You guys start in. Fall.
Aww.
Okay.
Not
Is that a
I was
good all or a
honestly-
bad all?
Yeah, it's a good doll. I like autumn.
perfect. That's exactly what my art looked like, and what I imagined.
Oh my god, wait, really? Hold on.
Yeah.
Look at my
I
art.
mean, the art looks more like winter.
No, it looks like beginning
In
of
Poland,
fall.
winter looks like it. So
Alright.
Oh,
beginning-
not here. We have actual snow.
1, 2,
Sometimes.
Yeah, I
beginning,
know.
3, 4, middle, and 5, 6, end of fall.
Just don't
it
go to
is
Denmark in
beginning
winter.
of
It's
fall.
endless
so-
wind and rain.
Aw.
Now, the beginning of fall, meaning the colors of the leaves are slowly shifting. And then the middle is like where it's all shifted, and towards the end is where it's all has fallen down from the trees. All the leaves. So, now, with that said, you guys are going to be pretty far away from most civilization a lot of the time. When it comes to winter, you guys can. If without a fire, you guys can very much freeze to death. But in fall, you guys might just get like
Chilly.
exhaustion or something because you didn't sleep properly the last night. So having a fire is not having a fire is not deadly because it's inherently in a relatively warm area of the planet. It's close to the equator. But it does get cold at night. This planet itself is inherently a cold place. And it gets extremely cold at like in winter times in the northern areas. With that said, all that said and done, you guys will be taking place in, let me show my window again. Alright, you guys will be chilling out. You guys can, for example, go to deserts. You guys can go to savanna. You guys are currently in grassland. It's just that you guys are in a forest patch in the grassland. You guys can go back towards deeper temperate forests, and then even potentially rainforests. And then of course further up mountains it turns into taiga. So you guys are very close to a lot of different biomes, except for like wetlands. I think you guys are close to wetlands at the moment. But yeah. Let's go to a height map. Yeah. This gives you a gist. You guys are close to a mountain range, which is another entrance to the Underdark. If that's relevant for your characters.
Well, that's relevant for my character. I've been up for a month.
You've been up for the month? So that means a month ago you guys were like down in the south? Okay, so there's
It's
two
been a
ways.
month since I entered the surface.
No, there are two ways of entering, or two places you can enter the Underdark from. And that is off-beaten path in the valleys of these two mountain ranges. And there's a cave, very, very massive cave that enters and has a dwarven designed entrance, like a giant gate. The gate is unknown. The name is unknown to everyone except for you, Satan, or Nakari. You know the name of the place of the gate, and I'll tell you the name off stream since it's like relevant to like just your character. And it's the same walking distance from Kingdom to or Kin. How do you pronounce this? Jesus Christ.
Kinlyles.
Kinlyles and Kingdom. Kingdom are the only places that you guys can walk from that place and relatively safely to get there. And that said, now up here toward the forest area, there's a lot of Fae intensive stuff. It's pretty much everywhere here. Like, it's very intensive with Fae, but there's a lot of pockets in which it gets aggressively bad. And it's particularly heavy in Sinash. If you guys end up going there. Not necessarily like there will be hags trying to murder you left and right, but there's a lot of just magical essence everywhere all the time. And if your characters are sensitive to that kind of stuff, you will notice. It's already a lot here, but it becomes like, it makes it's so heavy that even people who are not necessarily like just normal humans, they can like take a deep breath and be like, oh, something's going on. And they don't have to have a magic affinity to notice it. Yeah, you guys can also go to like the desert over here, which is just chilling. Some cool stuff going on. So, as to where you guys go, what you guys do is completely open world. You guys can choose to fuck off of Bleak Watch, where there's a lot of stuff going on there, and you guys can go to Dror, Kingdom of Mouseland, Hethelia, Protectorate of Hethelia, the fucking Phtoni Empire, Kingdom of Ashtil, back to fucking Rorel if you want to, Dorenheim, I don't know. You guys can just go anywhere. It is very much open world.
I have a suggestion.
Hmm?
It's quite a simple matter, but it's gonna get cold. And it would be nice if we had clothes that can handle the cold.
Wait,
So
temperatures change up here?
It's
I'd look at you in disbelief. Yes. Yes, they can. Quite much so.
How is that even possible?
Trying to contemplate what to answer there. Shiny thing in the sky.
Shiny thing in the
It's
sky.
called sun.
All right. Yeah, I can't move while that thing is up. It just
You
just
don't
hurts
like it?
a lot
Okay.
when
If
it's
it's
up.
if it's any reconciliation, it is a relatively, it's for the most part very foggy, and very
Yes, that's
cloudy.
why it's able to do this during the day and not night.
Yeah, that is the normal weather. It is once in a blue moon in which the sun is straight shining on the ground. I have one question for everybody in the party.
Mm.
What is your goals? What is it that you wish to accomplish? Either individually, you don't have to specify, but as a party, what do you want to get done?
Research.
Same.
Knowledge gathering?
Research into what?
Two
No,
things. Necromancy. And copious amounts of, well, I was gonna say drugs, but it's a lot more than just drugs. Sensation in general.
Shen?
Pain and pleasure. Particularly.
you
So
want
if we
knowledge
find
about
some
experience
place
and necromancy.
like a wizard academy or some sort, or a library that has wizards, you would be happy, yes?
Yes. Well, I mean, I doubt I can test it out. Particularly much.
I cannot talk for the drugs, but it's a region with a lot of magic.
Necromancy has a, as always, has a very, very bad rap, in human society, and
Yeah,
popular
ain't
society.
that much better in the Underdark.
Yeah,
But you can at least practice it without being lynched.
Wait, isn't necromancy that thing about death?
Hmm.
I heard
party can-
stories.
Fireball. It's fireball, that thing about fiery death.
Well,
Oh, that spell. My gosh, well.
But Dag and Shadow, what do you guys want done?
To my character to have the best investigation and key detective group on the world.
Do they want to be the best detective in the world?
Yeah.
That is a hefty goal, right? What are you investigating?
Everything. Crime and bad people.
Okay,
That's
okay,
the
okay,
same.
okay, okay. You have to say it. You have to say it.
Crime.
I'm Batman.
Private investigator. Oh. mm.
Dude, literally, Dag's character would thrive in civilization here.
It seems that's 2 out of 4. What about you, Oak?
I
Hello.
I don't think I know at this point, really.
Would you be okay with going into civilization?
Yeah, I'd be fine. Well, if I'm not extremely suspicious,
That was a lot of
yeah.
hesitation.
Suspicious?
If I don't, get hate crimed, yeah, I'll be fine.
So you want
Hates crime?
you want to travel and get rich? What was it? The fuck? I didn't
Who?
hear. What was your goal?
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Travel. Not necessarily get rich. Mainly just survive, honestly.
Okay, so I would like to survive for winter, and I am not too against finding wizards, seeing what they can do.
It's survive for winter and maybe spring, if I feel up to it.
But if I get some food on the table, I'll gladly help the three of you.
Food it is. And clothes. Food
And a
more than
sponsor
what?
clothes.
Hmm?
Well, I'm hired. There we go.
I'm not providing it.
What did you just say?
I'm
You
not,
said food and clothes.
yeah, but I, yeah.
An investigator needs a brute.
He meowed.
That was an actual cat.
I hope it was an actual cat.
What if Oak just meowed, just randomly?
We like those sounds. I'm not sure where they're from, though.
Oh, right, I forgot. There's
Come on.
also a crow that keeps following us around.
Crow?
That's concerning.
Yep, there's just a crow perpetually following us around and occasionally landing on my shoulder as I feed it seed.
I should also
Can
let
I
you guys
make
know
friends
in the previous campaign, there was a grave model in which there is a crow sitting on one of the branches, and there's a branch model where there's a crow sitting on the branch. It has a red eye, and it would always appear in every single map. And if you guys noticed, you could scare it away, and Maltazoth couldn't see you because he could see through the eyes of the crows. Never was noticed though. That was
I saw a crow.
addition from. Yeah, you did when in the dream. You saw the crow because that
What?
was in every map,
What?
and that was the only thing that was alive.
It's
And what's it called? That was an addition from Split Shadows, one of the viewers on Twitch.
Oh my
That's cool.
goodness. I know that person
Yes.
Yeah.
vaguely.
Yeah.
Innately, I don't want to disturb birds, so I'd never noticed.
That's
This
nice
dude might,
of you.
though. If the bird pisses him off, he might, but hey. Let's see.
The cat will leave. The cat does not like being held.
But it
Apologize,
made
cat.
okay noises, though.
Oh, no, he's gone.
Let's see. So, civilization. Well, let's see. Research is goal for Nakari. Shin wants reputation, basically. Oak doesn't want to die. That's fair.
Yeah.
I also don't want to die.
But they also want to travel. You don't want to die, and what else do you want to do?
Ooh.
Rune.
I do actually want to research magic. But very small doses.
So you want to learn and travel. So from what I can tell from this campaign, it's gonna be town hopping. You go to a town, find a bunch of information, figure things out, learn a bit. Once you get some information, you go to the next town.
And then whenever for some reason that town suddenly goes off the grid, no one asks questions. You just don't ask questions. You don't look at why the graveyard suddenly is dug up. You just don't. You don't question the shovel he's carrying with him. You just don't.
There's a lot of
I
things you can
have
do here.
questions, and I really hope. No, I really hope
Don't question.
I never need to have them answer.
The
But let's
dirt up here
see.
is fantastic, though. It's so soft. It's so easy to dig in the ground.
Southfield.
Let's see. We have the big goals, now we need a small goal. Well, I'd like to get in town and start getting some money.
That would be useful for research purposes.
Yeah. A
You're talking
great
about- You talk about being an investigator.
Yeah. A great detective needs a great amount of money.
Well, then show us a detective job.
Okay.
Point the way, and we will help.
Okay. Let's go to the town then.
So, in this campaign, there's no adventurers guild. There is just
Oh, thank God.
there is a there are quest
Ironically
boards
enough.
in towns, like to see if people have are up to snuff. They'll be like, oh, this is wanted, but there's no explanation of like what rank you should be to do this thing. There's just like, oh, kill a specific creature that looks like this drawing in the forest and bring its head, please, and then we'll give you a certain amount of money. A good way of determining how difficult the quest is how much money they're willing to pay. But sometimes people don't have enough money to pay, so they just state that they'll pay with what they can. But it could be very difficult, but they just don't have the funds. And then they're each individual based off of individual towns and wants and needs. Every town there is something mysterious happening. There is foggy, there is mystery, there is everything that makes you feel uncomfy at night. It is El Noir, but fantasy and not, 80s at all, but that
Oh.
kind of color scheme.
Well, good that one of us wants to be an investigator then.
Yeah, that's why she's gonna thrive, because also people fucking think clerics are awesome. So clerics are immediately liked upon these people. Like people go like, oh my god, you're a cleric! Oh my god, yeah, we want you.
Yes, they can heal up injuries. Pretty useful.
Yeah.
Well,
So unlike Nisai, everyone's gonna want to be this character's friend.
Yeah, that's why I did that. And I have also persuasion and performers on the highest spot.
but you haven't heard the news of the times where they turn undead. That tends to be a thing people really like them for. Oh,
What?
wait. You like necromancy, right?
Me?
So
I tend
be
to
a
not
bit
like
careful about you. I just look at Nekari.
it. Am I dead?
Don't look.
I don't hope. I hope not.
I
Don't
hope so.
worship
I hope not.
You're not a worship. Are you a worshipper of whom? Who do you worship?
A nice lady that appeared once in my dream, and she was like, "Boop," and that's it.
But does she happen to have blackish skin and a spider underbody?
No, she was really sparkly and smiling a lot.
Oh, thank God.
What mythology are you? Oh,
Don't
Well-
question. You don't want her. You don't want her to see you. You don't want her to see you.
I
That's
I
when the
don't-
spiders come.
I don't know any mythology. Okay, spiders. Interesting. But okay.
oh
The only conflict of interest I see is you two. But it should be fine.
there is a conflict.
No. I
What
was.
conflict?
I can see no such thing. No.
Exactly.
He's trying to hide that he is not. He is lying to your face.
Make a deception check. I prefer to get insight.
My AC is high enough that I think see that he's lying.
Oh, I dare you. I friggin'
Oh,
dare
You
you.
roll a natural 20, I swear to God you're working.
Yes, I did actually.
No!
Don't worry, I got a nat 1.
Hold on, what do I roll?
Passive aggressive, yes, it works perfectly.
Hold on. You roll natural 20?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
What's the total?
3.
Rune?
In my
What is the
case,
total?
it's
That is 20.
Okay.
22.
You noticed that I was lying about there being not being a conflict, which is very concerning for you.
Yeah.
Because what
You-
the frig am I talking about?
Roll a death saving throw. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, but yes. Is there any questions you guys want to know about the world? You think your characters might know? You think yada yada yada?
No, I'm completely new to the place, so.
Okay. Anything that you just want to know about how the game is gonna work?
Let's
I think
see.
haven't we gotten that from the previous 30 sessions?
This is the 30th session. That's pretty cool.
Let's see.
Yep.
We have a new party dynamic. We have. We probably need to figure ourselves out a bit, but we have something to start off with, which is we need money, and there's a person that wants to investigate, and they will probably get money from that.
There's
It's
someone
the
who wants
easiest
to
place for us
investigate.
to start.
So first you guys are gonna meet up in ruins outside of the town for whatever purpose you guys have, and you guys are just gonna be like Spider-Man meme looking at us. What are you doing here? What the fuck, dude? And you guys handle that however you guys want. And the nearest town, given the timing of everything, will be Bleakwatch. You guys are going back to Bleakwatch. There's a bunch of stuff happening in Bleakwatch that you guys can either ignore and move on, or you guys can dive deeper in. That is up to you. Every town
You talked
has
about
something
some
to say.
ruins, though.
Yeah.
Well, if Shin actually knows about the mystery of the ruins, that's also a place to start.
Yep. It depends on how she rolls.
She knows some cool languages, so she can even.
Well, then roll that thing where you figure out stuff.
What languages does she know?
She knows Common, Halfling, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Those are the most fucking useful languages for your character to know, except for fucking Halfling. Halfling is not too crazy, but those fucking.
What languages do you know?
Sylvian,
What language?
Common, Elvish, Halfling.
I don't have halfling, but I have undercommon to replace that. I have the 3 others.
You have the 3 others as well?
Yeah.
Alright, nice.
Common, Elvish, Sylvan, undercommon. That's my languages.
I just broke my leg! Ah!
Legal ankles.
3
Not
more.
cool.
Wait, does everybody here speak Sylvan?
What do you take me for?
Do you speak Sylvan, yes or no, Rune?
No.
What do you speak then?
Orc.
Well, I know of orc. What else?
You speak
Common?
Common?
Yes, I can speak to the people here, and I can speak orc. What the frig?
Is that it?
Is that
That
it?
is enough.
These people are fucking
Common?
quadlinguals. Fucking yeah, he speaks Common.
They're
Spanish?
actual researchers. What the frig do you take me for? Is what he would say.
Who's talking Spanish in here?
Oh,
I mean,
thanks.
Oak,
Oak.
please tell me you can't 4 languages. Please.
What?
Shadow, what
languages?
languages do you know?
I know Common and 2 other languages of my choice. And I haven't decided
Oh.
those 2 languages yet.
3. So
Wait,
not
speak
4.
Sylvan.
Thank you.
We've got a hack saying it's very useful.
True, but there's already 2 people in the party that speak it, so I mean,
No. Then all of us can talk, and Barbarian won't understand anything.
Yes, yes.
Would you like for your character to face combat that quickly?
By the way,
Unironically speaking.
your character at the moment
It's
looks
a masochist. Who knows?
like what race? What is your characters look? Because I'm sorry, you fucking sent the fucking half orc looking ass.
It is a
Well, that's your fault for being racist.
It looks like a half orc, dude. It doesn't look like a full orc, dude.
When
That
I
is straight up just
when
your
I
fault.
when I type in Pinterest orc, that's what one of the images. So
Yeah, because Pinterest shows you fucking like attractive people. That's what Pinterest wants you to see.
oh sorry. Sorry that he wants to be attractive. Oh my god.
God damn it. God damn it.
Orcs don't care.
What?
They just look at who has the most wool.
I'll just pretend
What-
to be a
what is
half
it?
orc and then it's fine.
What is your strength stat?
Would you like to know for real, or would you like to know as a DM?
As a DM.
Doesn't
But
she
you can
wanna
DM
see-
me, DM me.
18.
Oh,
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, 18. That's pretty good, actually. That's as high as I think someone can possibly get it.
Wait.
Given.
Wait, how? Oh, aren't we using standard row?
No.
You're using point by, or you
Yeah.
can roll.
You can't get higher than 15.
Yeah.
Well, what if you
Or
roll?
you can roll. Now it's there.
I was never told that.
Do you want to roll your stats? We have
No,
time.
not anymore. I have nice balanced stats.
Okay.
You can
I'm just
tell
told
that
you the
he's
fact I
strong.
was
There
never
you go.
told. I was told explicitly that we couldn't roll originally.
That was a thing.
And it was so the way that I do it is that you can roll one set. So you roll 46 6 times. You can take that set, or you can take point by. And if you choose, you can gamble to roll for a better set that you can choose between the two sets. But you won't be able to do point by afterwards.
Nah. As I said originally, I'll stick to point by.
Point by? Okay. Did everybody else do point by?
What?
Have you rolled your
Did you
stats,
roll
Shadow?
or did you point by?
I rolled the stats, but Echo was not there.
Shadow, do you have stats? You don't have stats.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding?
Do
Seriously?
you exist or do you not exist?
Do you have anything written down?
I do.
Yes.
What have
What are
you
you
written down, Shadow? What have you written down? If you don't have stats or all your languages even.
They haven't picked their languages, but wait, do you have your stats yet?
Shadow?
Because if not, we can go through
Yeah?
the process of getting them.
Preparing characters is also part of this session.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Because we can. Okay, we're doing it. I'm not gonna do it on stream. I'm gonna send you the link so you can get it there. There's a
It's in 5e tools as well.
Roll.
You want to
That's-
roll or do you want to buy?
I'd rather roll. Because that's what I did last time.
Okay. Well, you can roll one set. If you're not happy with it, you can do point buy. But you can
I
also
will
gamble by rolling a second set. Anyways,
I just freaking see
so
hear that
funny.
you make that reaction and then you just look at the picture. That's all I can see.
Alright,
Oh.
what are your rolls?
Jesus Christ. Calm down.
You have to do it immediately.
Oh, you want to roll? You can roll them on Tailspire, so people can see them. Because I have them.
But then
right here.
you
Okay. Sure.
Alright.
Open
Alright,
up
alright.
Tails.
What the fuck? Alright, there it is.
Whoa.
just freaking
4D.
Okay, so 14 for the first one. Right
What? I thought I was gonna roll them on Tails.
there. You're not in this campaign. Because we're doing a new one.
Can I roll my stats? Is that okay with you?
Sure. You can roll your stats. Hold on, let me just.
Do I have to
Escape.
stream it? Because I feel like it'd be a lot more complicated if I stream it.
And let me, because I see. Let me just quickly check which campaign are you on. Are you on Tales of Eseruss? Because I'm an
Just be on the same board
Yes.
as him somewhere.
Okay.
Then it's Pog.
Which board?
We're doing I'm in the same room as you, so you're fine.
The room is... Oh, it's loading in. That's a lot of fire. Oh boy. I mean, it's controlled fire, but it's still a lot. Jesus. That's fire.
Let me put Ayla down just for the sake of memes.
Mouth it off. He's making such a nice mount over my toilet.
Yes. For some reason, I thought you'd make him into your toilet. I had...
Oh yeah, he's literally
Oh, that's what I
mounted like
imagined.
on top of the urinal, off the chamber pot.
Jesus Christ! Whoa, what are you doing?
Nah,
Whoa, I got a
20s.
55! Nice!
That's
D20s
not
don't
how
work like that.
works.
Alright, so you roll your stats like this. So you grab 46,
Oh
and
my...
you drop the lowest
okay.
number. So like in this case,
Four.
the lowest one was 3, and so it's 8. It's 15.
Oh my god.
That's how you
Wow.
So there's your first stat. Which by
do
the
that.
way,
Well,
is-
if they can roll, then yeah.
unless you don't want the 15. If you don't want the 15, that is totally fine by me. This is gonna be the worst
No.
stats for you though.
More likely... Hold...
Do you
Please
want the
calm
15?
down. First of all.
Alright.
Yes, I'll take the 15.
I'll take the 15. Alright, go ahead and roll the other 5. So just grab 46 and roll.
Okay.
You drop the 2, it becomes 15 again. 2 15s? Pretty good.
How does this work?
Yeah, you just, okay, so now you have a 15, and then you roll again. Oh,
Yes, I'd assume so.
and then you drop the 2, so that's 13. Write that one down.
It's a what?
A 13.
Pog champ. Pog champ.
What? An 18.
Hey!
What?
You got an 18.
You got an 18.
That's fucking incredible. Alright, cool.
Yay!
Okay. This is the
The
highest,
highest
that you can get.
stat you can go.
You got an 18. Jesus Christ. What the fuck are these rolls?
17? Woohoo.
17, what the fuck?
Well, it's all positive.
It's all fucking, oh my god. The lowest is a fucking
It's on
+1.
stream. That's the best
Yeah,
part.
no, this is, there's a recording. This is on camera. Okay, and now it's a 10.
Yeah,
10.
finally a bad stat.
It's not even a bad stat. It's average, dude.
9. It's 9. Wait, no, it's 10. Fuck.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, there you go.
God
There you
damn
go.
it.
Okay, is that it?
That's
That's like that should
stupidly
only
good.
be this thing if there's one of the stats is like a 5. That's the only way to justify this shit.
Yeah,
But no.
so the your stat block, which you can allocate the stats to whatever modifier you want. So
Yes.
you have a total of 15, 13.
I wrote them down.
Hey,
Okay, yeah, I'm writing them
B.
down myself.
C.
And
D.
then a
E.
was
F,
it a 17 and
G,
a fucking 10?
H.
That's offensive,
I.
dude. How are you good at everything? Okay, what are you average at, and what are you fucking god at? What the, dude? These rolls, dude.
No,
It's legal. This is legal.
This is when you penalize. Just drop a stat. Drop that 10 to a 6 or something. Make it fair. Somewhat.
Do you want to have like a really like one thing you're really bad at?
No, that's usually not the best option.
Okay, then in that
Is
case it's
it?
fine. No, I mean sometimes it's fun to
I
have
don't think-
like a weakness, because like for example, I got a 6 on my on my strength stat for what's it called, this guy, which was funny, Leon. But that does not matter. You have your stat. You can allocate them to whatever, whether it be charisma, whatever you choose to prioritize. And I just want to know, what is it that you're gonna keep normal? You there?
There's a lot of considering to be done.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of considering. I don't know what happened to my screen. It is completely black. Everything's going fine.
All your quality suddenly dropped a lot.
Yeah, because they're probably on another device.
The PC went burr.
Alright, well that's happening. Let's go ahead and show this. And then quickly, just give me a second. Alright, then there is the premise of alright, so my next point in this case would be, so you guys want to just to clarify, you guys want to go from town to town, starting off at Bleakwatch, want to be investigating, solving problems, being borderline witchers at this point.
Yes, that is currently the plan. And well, we have an end goal, and that's getting to a wizard place. But that's basically the next goal.
The next goal is to find a place in which magic is... Well, okay, so your characters, at least the ones that have been on the surface for a while, such as Rune, or Rune or Shin, would probably know that the Kingdom of Athelia has a wide variety of magic that could be used very effectively and nicely. Though you don't know their stance on on necromancy, though. You assume it's bad, though. So if you want to go get information about necromancy, you guys might want to go to somewhere a lot more nefarious.
Yeah.
Wait, why necromancy? Also, hi again.
My shtick.
Welcome back.
My shtick.
Yeah, he just wants to understand
The
more about necromancy.
Best place is to find somewhere with a lot of superstition, a lot of plague, and therefore very, very big, very shabby graveyard. It's a perfect combination for research.
Considering I have worked many places, can I roll to see if I know of a place like that?
You've done research in many places.
No, I have worked many places.
You can roll a... What kind of what kind of work?
Any work that fits with me having a sword, going around and protect people.
You can roll history with disadvantage.
And if I told you I didn't care about who paid?
You no longer have disadvantage. But the DC is still pretty high though.
Let's see, so that's history, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is 17.
17 total?
Yep.
To figure out your...
Any nefarious place I can go back to that might... Well, any nefarious place I can go back to. I'll keep it at that.
Okay, so the main path that you've traveled, let's hide these fucking emblems, I can't see shit. Alright, the main path that you traveled was from, you traveled eventually to Bleakwatch, but you passed Coatlan, Woodbury, a bunch of these places, and you stuck by this road, stopping from city to city, town to town, whenever the fuck. So, yes, Bland is in fact a place, but there is this place, which is known for having the less, since Bland is more the capital, they want to present themselves as being pretty cool. They have a slight side place in which is also known, but is not as happy-go-lucky. This place is actually surprisingly similar to that one city that Mr. M was from in that one campaign, for the people who played in that. There is a underground, like the sewers is inherently a city, and then it goes further down. The city is very much in layers.
Like
I guess
like an onion?
kind of like Piltover, the inside, but less steampunk and more piratey. Yeah.
Huh.
There's a place that in which, if people would know, that's a place you're pretty sure you'd get answers. Now, that's not the only place that you could get answers, but definitely one of them.
What was it called again?
Darnant.
Dardnant.
Dartnant. You might want to write that down, mister.
Where was it again? What did you say?
Further up south.
Further up
Not
north.
that far from Drur. Beside the capital of Bland. Dartnant.
Dark what?
Dartnand.
None?
Here, check this out.
Spell it.
Check out, yes, there you have it.
Ta-da!
Dartnant.
Dardanin?
But it's pronounced Dardnant.
Darnant.
Dardnant. To give you a general location of where that stuff is, give me a quick second while I... Alright, let's make a new one. And then let's get Atlantic Empire. You guys are chilling out around here. So the big circle is where you guys are currently at, and the small circle is where people might know answers.
That's what I can remember from my travels.
You've never been that far up north or away. This is, well, then again, you've never been to most places on the surface. So, let's go.
Yeah, this is probably where I am right now is probably the furthest I've ever been. This guy knows nothing. Just nothing at all. He's completely new to the place.
Fair enough.
I guess it's like telling someone of a place which you know is bad, and then they're like, yeah, okay, we'll go there. And then they're being like surprised that you don't actually recognize it for being the bad place that it is.
Yeah.
This is gonna be quite an interesting journey, alright.
Now, is there any other questions that you guys have of the world?
Nope.
Ayla? Or
Who?
Oak?
Oh, who are
Oak?
you?
I
I don't know anyone named Ayla.
Oak.
Who?
Oak.
So,
Yes. Okay.
hi.
Hello.
Hi, Echo Man.
Hello. Oak woman.
So we're starting out in the where?
Bleak?
Starting off in Bleak Watch, which is about let me show you guys where it is.
It's the bigger red circle, correct?
Yeah, bigger red circle, or you can see the stream, in which you can see what it is. This is what the town looks like, and this is what kind of where it is located. Kind of slightly north. It takes place around between, like, right dead center between the mountains and the desert. So in the grasslands of the Atlantic Empire. Yes.
Pug.
Yeah, are we done?
Pug. Alright, yeah. No, sorry, I can't talk right now because this.
That's good. In that case, Shin, do you have any other questions?
Not for the moment, no.
Can I ask what god do you worship?
Yeah. She has a really complicated name.
it.
Kirath. It's an elven peace goddess.
Kirath?
Can you just copy paste the name or something then?
Yeah, sure.
Let me see if I can find
Good dag.
speaking more of information. Kirath?
Huh? There it is. I'm Kirchiptips.
This dude?
No, a goddess, a girl.
How do you spell it?
She's I type in D&D.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No.
Angarad?
Yeah, I might. Probably.
Angarad.
Angarad.
Probably.
Angarad.
Okay.
Fuck it, it's Angarad. It's Angarad. There's way too many H's. There's no business being that many fucking H's. Angarad. Fuck off, you. A lesser deity. Queen of Arvindor.
She's pretty.
Also referred to as the Queen and sometimes considered the personification of the three separate elven gods, and
Oh my god.
has as well as a single goddess who is extended beyond the three separatist aspects before the spell plague. As the chief goddess of the as such, her nature reflected traits of each of these deities. Due to the nature of her creation, exhibited the fierce protectiveness and strong resolve. Despite her vigilance, the reversal of the elven retreat and the return of the drow to the weakened spirit, while the goddess, the three goddesses tried to spend more time apart. Cool. There's a bunch of lore that I need to learn about fucking this goddess now. Cool. All right, I'll do that.
Cool.
At least to get an idea for.
Yeah, have any other questions? No? Yes, no? No?
No.
Right then.
Just for fun, I'm gonna ask something.
Go for it.
How is your world about wild magic?
To the
That's the
extent
question.
that it is as wild as fuck to using all of the tables that I've ever seen. Yes, that includes yours, and very much includes yours, Satan.
You don't. Dude, they have meteor strikes. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be there.
I will have those there. I will
Good luck
as
finding
well
them.
at some point. Assuming that there is a very active chat, I'll get them all to just write whatever suggestion they have, and then I'll pick one randomly. I'm talking wild. Wild magic is a thing in which my campaign has been craving so much. But I didn't get it in the previous campaign. But I might likely get some in this one. And if there's a special wild magic table thingamajig that you need to use that has a D8 that you once told me about, I'm not sure if I remember correctly, I have a special dice right here that just rolled a 3. Granted to me by Dag.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, you did that
Yeah.
once.
Well, in that case, on that note, I'm not sure if there's anything else that needs to be further explained. Unless there's any other questions that you guys have. I think we can round off. Alright, today was a short stream, short session, short whatever the fuck. But everything that you need to know is condensed in the past 2.5 hours, maybe 2 hours, I don't remember, probably around like 2 hours. So, this is what, like, if you want context to the campaign, there's a decent amount, and as well, if you want context to what has happened up to that point, you can ask someone who has watched, you can ask me, you can ask one of the players, you can ask people on the Discord, you can ask me, and you will find hopefully the answers you're seeking for. Please enjoy this campaign, and that applies to both the players, myself, the viewers, and everyone involved of the creation process. On that note, good night, stay safe, and goodbye.
Baltic 6
Goodbye.